Notice this, the most powerful man in any room rarely speaks. He observes everything, explains nothing to anyone ever. Society taught you to defend yourself, to justify every decision, to prove your worth through endless explanation and constant noise. But high-value men discovered something darker, something the weak will never understand. Silence is the ultimate form of dominance. When you stop explaining yourself, something shifts. People start respecting you more. They begin fearing the depth of your silence. By the end of this video, you will never explain yourself again. Stay until the end. This truly changes everything. Every explanation you give signals one thing clearly. You believe you owe the world an apology for simply existing here. When a king makes a decision, does he explain himself to peasants? No, he acts, they follow. Silence speaks louder. The moment you start defending your choices, you've already lost the frame. You've handed them psychological control over your life. Weak men explain. They negotiate their existence. They beg for understanding from people who never deserved their attention to begin with. Strong men decide, they move. They leave the explaining to those who lack courage to stand behind their own actions. Watch any powerful figure closely. CEOs, generals, old money families, they speak rarely. Every single word they say carries weight. Now watch the weak man. He talks constantly, explains constantly, apologizes constantly, and nobody respects a single thing he says. The difference is not intelligence. It is not wealth. It is understanding one ancient psychological law most men never truly learn. Explanation is submission. When you explain, you are saying clearly, I need your approval. I need you to accept me. But the high-value man needs nothing from anyone. That energy, that silent confidence becomes magnetic, almost supernatural in its effect. There is a concept called frame control. The person who explains less controls the conversation, controls the entire relationship completely. Every time someone asks why you did something, they are testing your frame. They want to see if you crack. Most men crack immediately. They launch into long explanations, justifications, stories. In doing so, they expose their deep insecurity. The high-value man simply says, because I wanted to, then continues moving forward calmly. No further words, no further justification. This drives weak people absolutely insane. They cannot handle a man who refuses to justify himself. It breaks their worldview. They will push harder, demand more explanation, try to provoke you emotionally. This is when most men finally give in. But you hold the frame, smile slightly, change the subject, walk away calmly. The power stays completely with you always. Whoever needs the conversation least controls the conversation most. Whoever explains the least holds the most authority. Always remember this. Practice this in small moments first. Someone asks why you're quiet today. Don't explain, just say just thinking, move forward. Someone asks why you didn't come to the party. Don't list reasons, say wasn't feeling it. That's a complete sentence. Watch what happens next. People will respect you more. They will pursue you harder. They will wonder what makes you different. Because in a world drowning in noise, the silent man becomes the loudest signal, the rarest commodity, the most valuable presence. Your silence becomes your signature. Your refusal to explain becomes your reputation. People will say he is just different somehow. And different is exactly what you want. The herd explains, the herd justifies, the herd begs for acceptance constantly every day. You are not the herd, you are the observer, the decider, the man who moves without permission from anyone around him. There is a second law you must understand. Mystery creates value. When people cannot read you completely, you become infinitely fascinating. The more you explain, the more predictable you become. The more predictable you become, the less valuable you become to others. But the silent man is a closed book. People want to read him. They lean closer. They ask questions. They invest energy. This is called the scarcity principle. Whatever is rare becomes desired. Your words, your time, your attention must always feel scarce. Stop giving away your thoughts for free. Stop explaining your plans before they happen. Stop announcing your moves to the world. Move in silence. Let your results announce themselves. Let other men wonder how you did it. Let them speculate forever. The loud man announces. The quiet man executes. By the time others realize what happened, you are already 3 steps ahead. Notice how dangerous men in films always speak softly. They never raise their voices. They never explain their motives clearly. Because true power does not need volume. True power does not need explanation. True power simply exists and others adapt accordingly. When you walk into a room, do not announce yourself. Observe first. Listen first. Speak last. Speak rarely. Speak deliberately always. Notice how everyone leans toward you when you finally speak. Because you spoke so little, every word now carries enormous weight. This is psychological gravity. You have become the sun. Others orbit around you, without you saying a single unnecessary word. Practice the 2-second pause before answering any question. Let silence hang in the air. Watch the other person become uncomfortable. In that pause, you control everything. Time slows. Attention sharpens. Your eventual answer feels weighted with consideration and careful thought. Most men fear silence in conversation. They rush to fill it nervously. The high-value man weaponizes silence as his greatest tool. The third law is emotional detachment. You cannot be controlled by what you no longer need. This is true freedom. When someone insults you and you explain why they are wrong, you have just shown them exactly where to push you. But when someone insults you and you simply smile and say nothing, they panic internally. They lost, they have no leverage. This is the dark art of detachment, caring less than the other person always. This automatically places you in dominant position. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The best revenge is to not be like your enemy." He understood silence was sharper than any sword. Epictetus said, "No man is free who is not master of himself." Mastery begins when you stop explaining yourself to anyone. Build the internal fortress. Inside, you know your worth. Outside, you owe no one a single tour of your reasoning. When you reach this level, criticism becomes background noise. Opinions become weather patterns. You simply walk through them undisturbed always. Your peace is no longer negotiable. Your time is no longer free. Your explanation is no longer available to those who demand it. This is when life begins changing rapidly around you. Opportunities arrive. Respect arrives. The right people appear in your circle naturally. Tonight, try this. Someone asks you something personal. Pause, look at them. Say simply, "I'd rather not say," then move on. Notice the shift immediately. Notice the respect in their eyes. Notice how your own spine straightens. You just reclaimed your power back. Silence is not weakness. Silence is psychological leverage. Silence is the language of men who have nothing left to prove. If this video moved something inside you, subscribe now. More dark psychology content arrives every single week from this channel. Now go, speak less, explain nothing. Watch the world begin treating you exactly the way it should have always treated you.